Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA Cardano. ADA has shown a very nice reaction yesterday, twice actually, to our bullish setup that we have here, or let's call it a micro, or let's call it a bullish micro setup, because the uptrend is still ongoing. Yeah, I gave you yesterday, in the first video yesterday, a key support area. We were at the time up here. I mentioned to you it could very well be that we are in the C wave down to finish off this wave 2. After we had 5 waves to the upside in a wave 1, the idea was to come down in an ABC pattern in a wave 2 to go into this area somewhere, at least to the, I think it was the 38.2 fib was the first level. Yeah, at 37.8 cents. Now we've done that. We've done that now, and the scenario has been fulfilled because we have also reacted to it in a very nice way. I mean, anybody who placed an order at the 38.2 fib, basically from then to now, 2.4%, and in its peak it was already 3.5% in a single day. It's actually not too bad. It's also not, life-changing, but, overall, not a single trade is not there to make you rich or poor. So it's all about the consistency. So, and then I mentioned it yesterday already in the video, and also to the channel members on Discord and Telegram, that the move up looks fairly corrective at the moment. It could very well be, because we only reached the 38.2% fib level, that what we're doing here is just that we're just reaching out in a B wave before we come down once more in C, which means eventually it could very well be that the C wave will be down, the wave 2 will be somewhere down here. And let me just move that across here, the wave 3, 4. The reason is that in this, I mean, don't get me wrong, this was a 3-wave move down. It could be a wave 2, fine, white wave count, okay? However, first of all, we have so far failed to leave that area in an impulsive wave or way. So we haven't really broken out of the range yet. And also it had here a reaction or a correction where it shouldn't really have had one. So it looks very much like a 3-wave structure. So it makes sense it could just be a B wave. And normally in such a wave 2 correction, the A wave reaches the 38.2 fib, which is also why I gave you the 38.2 fib as the first level here. Because let's say it is only the A wave which comes down, then you could at least trade it, scale out in the B wave or move up your stop loss and wait for the C wave, which could very well come down here still and touch either the 50% or the 61.8% fib level here, both at 37.26 and 36.66 cents. So they are both possible here. If you entered already, you don't need to be too fussed about that because you've already entered, so fair enough, you can just move up your stop loss and wait and see what happens, or maybe already take some partial profits. What I can tell you is this looks very corrective, the same way as the Ethereum and Bitcoin moves are currently looking corrective to the upside, which would suggest the chance is still there that we come down, and anybody who missed it has another chance to get in here. If it is a B wave, we're currently reacting to a key resistance area and level, which is the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. And we already got rejected from it, as you can see here. But it's actually not really a bearish wave pattern or candlestick pattern. So yes, we got rejected initial, but it was bought up quickly again. So you could argue this looks a bit like an ascending wedge, which also would be expected to break down. Let's see what happens, but certainly we are in what you could call a B wave here. Yeah, alternatively, it might be already of the wave 3 here. This might be the wave 1 of the wave 3, and it might become a leading diagonal. That's the only explanation why this might look corrective, which means if we now come down, make a higher low, it would give us a clue that we are already in the 3rd wave here. So yeah, it's not easy at the moment, but this is sort of, I think, how it can be played. On the bigger time frame, there are 2 main structures I'm observing. First of all, looking at this, which would become really which would come into control if we break out of this larger wedge here to the upside, because this would be a very bullish count, could take us well into the 40s and maybe even 50s. would be an extension of the fifth wave. Where did I hide the fifth wave? Up here. Yeah. The other pattern is, of course, that all of this here is an ending diagonal in the wave 5. The wave 5 possibly was already finished on Saturday, and we are already on our way down. This would come into control or come into control if we break out of the wedge to the downside. I'm observing both at the moment. In between, of course, you can trade the subwaves. Here, this could be, if it's a diagonal, very clearly a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be finished now, and we're now working on our way down to come down into this wave 2 support area. So this would then be, yes, a wave 5 of 1, and we would come down to this wave 2. So they are both things that I observe. In between, I still share some trade setups with you, but the biggest one, or the main trade setup I think that will come, is to scale in to this wave 2 support area when we finally get there. So and bear in mind, zooming out, this could still just be part of a larger correction. I mean, we haven't done as much so that we could say, right, the bear market low is in. I mean, when we move up here, this is impulsive, yes, so it could very well be a wave 1. Moving down could be a wave 2, and then we could trade the wave 3, 4, 5. But of course, there is a bearish option, which would be that A wave up, B wave down, C wave up, and then make a new low. So that's the bearish option, but in the short term, they would both move together. If we finish that uptrend here, they would first of all come down, ideally react to a support area and move up once more. And then you could scale into the B wave. But in the short term, you don't see a difference between ABC and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only the 4, 5 which make the difference in the end. What happens after that. So, however, of course, it's still possible to see lower lows later. It will be certainly very interesting what is going to happen, next week when we've got the Fed interest rate decision. I mean, my view is we get 25 basis points. I think that is what the market expects. I think that is what they are going to do. But if it's anything different, it would shake the markets up quite a bit. Okay, and that's my update about ADA Cardano. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Also, if you want to earn passive ADA with your ADA, feel free to support More Crypto Online by delegating your ADA to our More Crypto Online stake pool. You can find a link to that stake pool in the video description. It would support us, but also we distribute, obviously the pool, which is part of the Cardano blockchain, will distribute ADA rewards every epoch. So you can actually earn passive ADA with your ADA. And we still need some more delegators to grow the pool. So your help would be highly appreciated. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.